Hey mama, welcome. I'm Naomi and today I want to share with you just a few things that you can do to give yourself a little bit of upper back relief during your pregnancy. So as you can see, I'm a little bit further along in my pregnancy. I'm about 36 weeks pregnant, so I'm a little bit closer to the finish line, than I was in my first trimester, of course. But this particular series of poses is not geared towards third trimester only. It's actually geared towards any stage of your pregnancy where you might be feeling some upper back strain or tightness or tension. I know that for me, that also comes along with a little bit of rib pain, right? Particularly if you have a baby that likes to lodge its foot up in your ribs, or if you're just feeling any strain in your body, because as your belly gets bigger, your body wants to sort of like, gravity anyway, wants to have you pull in towards yourself. So anything that's going to help open up your upper back is probably a pretty fantastic thing, right? So as you can see, I'm sitting on a chair. If you can sit in a chair, that'd be fantastic. This is a folding chair. Yours doesn't have to be. It can be a totally normal chair, but you want something with a back that you can hold on to, and you will also need 2 blocks, okay? So once you have those props, let's get started. So first thing you're going to do is sit on the edge of your chair. Now, I like to sit on the edge of my chair because it gives me a little bit more space. The further away you are from the back of the chair, the better, and your feet are planted on the floor. Now reach back for the outer edges of your chair with your hands. Give your elbows a little bit of a bend. Dig your heels into the floor and pull your chest forward. Now your belly's going to arch a lot. That is fine. If it feels like it's too much, just see if you can lift the top of your pelvis up and back and lift your chest up. So notice I'm lifting my chest, not my chin. That doesn't feel good. So lift your chest. So you can think of yourself as like a sail filling with air. Okay? And you might even work your hands further down on the chair. You can bend your elbows, but really press into your heels so that you don't by accident lift the chair with you, okay? Just give yourself a little lift, little stretch. Okay, and then pull yourself back upright. Grab a hold of the edge of the chair with your left hand. Turn your body, your upper body, towards your left hand and just stretch your right arm out, straight out. Okay, so you can work your left hand as far back as you like. Of course, the less belly you have, the more deeply you're going to be able to twist. The more belly you have, the less easily you're going to be able to twist, and that's okay. This is really for your upper back anyway. It's not a deep twist for your belly. And you can have your right arm stretched straight out. The more you pull with your left arm, the more you're really working your upper back. Okay, and then very carefully come back to center. Let's do the other side. So you're going to grab hold of the top of the chair with your right hand, the right side. Give your elbow a little bit of a bend and really work your shoulder blade in toward your spine. That's going to help you turn your chest to the right. You can extend your left arm out as well. Even look over your right shoulder. And just breathe into the space in your back, particularly across your collarbones and your shoulder blades. Take a full breath in here. Full breath out as you come on back to center, okay? And then you're going to do something really similar to what you started with, but you want to scoot a tiny bit closer in, mostly so that you can get your shoulders over the top of your chair. Okay, so you're leaning over the top of your chair. You can place your hands on your shoulders, give your elbows a little bit of a bend, and lift your chest up. Okay? And you're using your hands behind your head for support so you don't just like drop your head and neck, which does not feel good. Okay, so you want head support. And if you press your shoulders into that top rim of your chair, you can lift your chest up, open through your belly, which is also super nice, and just make space for your body. Okay, take a full breath in here. Full breath out. And then lift yourself back up carefully. And if you have trouble getting your shoulders over the chair or on the top edge of your chair, if you're a little bit shorter like I am, you can also do this with a block. You can sit up on a block or sit on a book. It's like having a booster seat, really. Okay? And it's the same idea. You just lean back and it will give you a little bit of a deeper stretch for your shoulders. So it kind of depends on how it feels. Like this feels awesome for me to be a little bit higher up. but it is a lot more back bend, so you might not need that much back bend. You could also extend your arms straight out. Mostly you just want your shoulders to be supported by the top of the chair, and you want your head to feel supported too. If your head doesn't feel very supported, this is not going to feel good. Okay? So if you're trying it with that block, you can lift yourself back up, making whatever sound effects you need to make. Okay, and then get your chair out of the way and grab your blocks. As this is the last thing that we're going to do. You're going to take your blocks and you're going to put them a couple of different ways. Okay, I'm going to show you two different ways. So one, the block is at its highest level, and the middle block is, or the second block rather, is at the middle height. Okay, knees are bent, and you're just going to rest back over the blocks. So your shoulder blades go on the lower block. Okay, and your head goes on the upper block. And this is just a nice passive way to support your shoulders. Knees are bent, or you can extend them out straight. Oh, feels really good. You could stay here for a really long time and just, hang out. You should not feel any strain in your low back when you do this. So if you do feel strain in your low back, then you want to take this middle block, or the second block rather, a little bit lower down. You can also sit up on a blanket, and that will reduce the amount of curve that's happening in your low back as well. So this is one option. Okay, to get out of it, you want to roll to your side a little bit to push yourself up. At option two, you can take both blocks up to that highest height, and that'll give you a lot more support underneath your shoulders, but also a little bit more of a back bend and less of a stair step. So again, it kind of depends on what you need. So you want to inch yourself back until the block is underneath your shoulders, and your head is supported by the second block. And you just hang out here, same deal, knees bent or legs extended. And both not only give you a really nice stretch through your belly and the front of your body, but some really great support for your shoulders. And this is another one, again, where you could stay here for a good long time. But when you're ready, if your legs are extended, you would bend your knees. Just roll a bit to one side, doesn't matter which side, and push yourself up. Okay? So, those are a few of my very favorite yoga poses to do to give my upper back a little bit of relief, and also to give my belly some really nice stretch. Because, like I said, gravity does a number on you during your pregnancy, and it'll pull you down and in, and it feels really terrible. So these poses are really fantastic for opening up your chest, giving your upper body some relief and some support so that you don't feel so tense and cranky in your upper body. So hopefully you found these really useful and really supportive for your shoulders and for your belly as well. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments below, so please leave me a comment if you try them. And as always, thanks for taking the time to get on your mat while you're pregnant and take care of your body, because taking care of your body during your pregnancy is super important and will serve you long after your pregnancy is over. So, I hope, again, that you're feeling fantastic now, that your upper body is feeling super free and wonderful, and I look forward to sharing more of my favorites with you really soon. Until then, bye. Hey, did you enjoy that practice with my favorite yoga poses to do while you're pregnant? Well, if you did, I have an entire series for you that features all of my favorite yoga poses to do during pregnancy. So all of these practices are less than 10 minutes long, so you don't even need a lot of time to do them, which is pretty awesome. And these practices, this series, is totally free. Isn't that amazing? So if you want to join me for the entire series, all you have to do is click on the link below in the description and get access to every single one of these really quick practices to support you from your first trimester through your third trimester and beyond. So I hope that you'll click on that link and get the rest of the practices in this series totally for free and get on your mat every day that you want during your pregnancy. See you on the mat really soon. Bye.